Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose one.
A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Woo! Thank you, New York. We're Tuesdays. Queef it up. We'll see you next year.
Oh, yeah, we're working on a concert. We're trying to do a big thing.
Are we?
Yeah, remember? We're going to do the big
Gramercy.
thing. We're going to try to do the Gram.
Yes,
We're working on the
yes.
Gram. Wheels are in motion,
Now
folks.
we're talking.
The wheels are in motion.
Yeah, we saw these other Tom Dicks and Queefs out there going, hey, we're selling out this theater. And we said, we've been doing this show for 9 years. It's funnier than your it's funnier than your show. So how about we do one?
Yeah, we're getting it going. 9 years in the making. I'm just going to announce it. We're doing the Gramercy. It's happening. You got a vision. You got you know what I mean? You got what's that bullshit
Put it
with
out
the vision
there.
boards?
Yeah.
It's a retrograde, secret.
You got a vision board?
I don't know what that is. I'm bored.
It's a board. It's like these girls. Every girl I fuck on the road. Whoops. Cut that. All these, the ladies, they get the cork board, and then you put up a picture of, Leonardo DiCaprio, or like a nice haircut you want.
I see.
Or the dick size you want, and you twat.
I got a dick size on my board, too.
So, yeah, that's what people do, and I think you look at it and you're like, that's my vision.
Interesting. You could go out and make it happen. I don't know if staring at Timothy Chalamet is going to get him to pop into your labia.
I think that guy sucks.
What?
I think he's a good actor.
He's a good actor.
But I think he just seems like a douche, and I'm not sure if he's great. He feels like he's pretty samey after a while.
A little samey, yeah. Sam Raimi.
Samey Kilstein.
But I see him in my neighborhood, so I kind of...
What?
Yeah, he lives in the village.
I love him. Are you kidding?
Yes.
You got to tell me when you see him.
He goes to my grocery store. I see him
No.
juggling apples.
You're kidding.
I swear to God. And my lady's always like,
No, she can't be attracted to him.
Oh, they all are. Him,
No,
Harry
no.
Stylish, or whatever his name, Billie Eilish, all the men.
You can't be
Elliot
attracted
Page.
to Adam Driver and Timothy Chalamet. I can't believe your wife has to be into like
She's in everything but
bulky
me.
men, right?
No, she likes a Twinkie otter douche.
You're not a Twinkie. Timothy Chalamet, I could pick up and snap over my leg. You see him shirtless.
He's a feeble man, but he's taller than I am.
Well, tall. Is he tall?
He's 6'1". Give it a goog.
No kidding.
I'm saying 6'1".
I picture him 5'6", 80 pounds.
No, that's Danny DeVito.
He can't be 6'1", is he? How big is Army Hammer? What's he?
He's got to be
7'9"?
6'3", I bet.
Army Hammer's big.
I know, but in the movie, he's so much bigger than Chalamet.
Well, they got effects. They got angles, Jerry.
Yeah, that's true. I know they had to. Remember, I saw that behind the scenes of The Irishman, and De Niro's wearing like Kiss boots.
Oh, that was bad.
It's uncomfortable.
When he beat up that guy, it was
it's
more
the
fake
worst.
than Jussie Smollett.
It says he's previously stated his height to be 5'10", but other sources have said it's 5'9".
Oh,
Okay,
maybe
5'9",
I'm 4 foot.
5'10", yeah.
Maybe I'm Rogan because I was looking up at him.
Well, you're not back to back. You were probably
It's
sucking
true.
him off.
He was wearing heels. The
Yeah.
whole thing.
No,
All right.
but yeah. Anyways, he's nice. But the vision board, I think it keeps you. Do you have this? I think I have severe ADHD. Nobody shoved it up my ass because I'm always fidgeting. I'm grinding my teeth. I'm clicking my ass.
Sure.
I'm all whacked out. And some of the signs are like a temper and stress, anxiety, alcoholism. These all come with this thing.
Oh, interesting.
And I can't focus. Chuck starts talking. I'm out.
Yeah, you got it. You're pretty good though. I know a couple of guys who are. What's that shiny thing? Who's that? Is that a woman? You can talk to a guy.
I can listen and talk, but I'm all fidgets. I'm flexing my arm constantly.
Sure.
I'm blinking, and some of this is OCD. I don't know which is which, but I got a lot of D's.
Yes.
D's nuts.
Double D's. Herp D's. Jeez.
The Humpty Dumpty.
Right.
But I'm
DJ Tanner.
I'm a fidgety mess. So I think a vision board. Because I have this. This is what happens.
You gotta have goals.
I get all excited about something, and then my brain just And then I'm like this, oh yeah, remember when I was into mandolin for a minute?
Oh, that was a rough time.
I I had mandolin for 10 minutes. I was fasting for a second. I'm trying to get my blood pressure down. I already forgot about the blood pressure.
Yeah, this is why marriage is a bad idea.
I know.
Because you just want to go, whoop, oh, that's still doing that? What? I got this wheelchair lady over here.
I know. You come home, you're like, you're still here.
Yes, we've done it. There's nothing left.
I know.
Every hole, every orifice, every conversation.
Well, 4 weeks is a long time to be married.
Yeah, you got a point there.
You're in that tough spot, the 4-week itch.
Yes, I feel we've got it all in.
Yeah, it's
Every
a good
itch.
point. Call it quits. Fuck it.
Yeah, Colin Quinn.
I could do another party.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and the next one's going to be great.
By the way, some people are not enamored with our background here.
Wow, it's about the jokes, folks. You want wallpaper, you go watch This Old House.
Well, this is a great old Mike Donovan joke. I already know how to fix this old house. I call this old landlord.
That's so silly.
But it's
Just
fine.
the same sentence again.
No, but it's so.
But it's funny. It's funny.
hilarious. No, it's totally different sentence.
This old house, this old landlord. Change one word.
I know, but that's the joke.
I know, it's funny.
Because they're teaching you how to fix this old house, and he's first of all, it's a secretly self-deprecating
Yes,
joke. 'Cause He
yes.
doesn't have a home. He's living in a building.
Right, he's an
I call my
apartment.
landlord.
Yeah, that's
He can't
funny.
afford a house.
I like it. I like the joke.
Gold joke.
Funny, we're all laughing.
It's up there with Brian Kiley.
He's got some pearls.
Bought my daughter a bouncy castle. I paid for it with a bouncy check.
Oh, that's great. And also deprecating.
Ooh, Kylie.
Kylie's a king. He's got the great one. I call my wife Pumpkin because she gets smashed around the holidays.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I'm 6'4". She's 5'8". She has no idea I'm bald.
So Irish, my blood type is O apostrophe.
What about?
That's brilliant.
He's got
brilliant.
my favorite joke ever of his is when he had the kid and he says he had his son and then he's looking at the babies through the window and then the guy next to me he says, that's my daughter, she was born yesterday. He goes, that's my son, he was born today. And then the guy says, maybe they'll end up getting married. He goes, my son's not marrying a woman twice his age.
Oh, that's great. Tell him about the Irish.
Well, he goes, Brian Kiley, it's an Irish name. It's not that Irish. My uncle's got a really Irish name, Potato McSmallpenis.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Brilliant guy. And no, what other podcast is talking about Brian Kiley's greatness?
And he's ripped, by the way. And his son plays baseball in the league I work for.
What? The
yes,
Whitefish?
the Whitefish Hens or whatever.
Whoa, the
What's
hens.
the name of the league? I can't even remember it.
Salmon? I don't
They're
know.
gonna shoot me.
Pioneer
Pioneer.
There it
Pioneer
is.
Baseball League.
All right. Yeah, he is jacked, 6'4". He's ripped. He's got a shiny white head. He
Yeah.
looks like he's a skinhead. They would kill for that guy.
OPP. How can I
All
explain
right.
it? I'll take it frame by frame it.
Thank you.
So it's the holiday season. Are you feeling the spirit?
I am.
Are you in the spirit? Are you drinking the jizz?
I've had a gallon of eggnog put right up my ass in a bukkake. I got the airport. I'm running down. Kevin, I got the dingle dongs and the jingle bells and the dingleberries. I can smell the cinnamon in the air. The lady put a little cinnamon in her coffee this morning, and I went, woo! I can smell it down the hall, even though my house is 11 inches wide.
Cinnamon Christmas. You know what we did today? We went out and bought the tree. Buy a tree?
Oh, we got a tree. We got a tree last week.
Now, so you have an idea. The price of these trees,
I haggled.
I mean, it's like the guy slid 4 fingers in this way and 4 this way and just opened it up and shoved a couple cocks in there.
Yeah, the old vice anal.
Now, you're in Manhattan, so I don't even want to hear the numbers.
Well, we don't have trees on the island, so they got to ship them in from Bosnia or whatever, because I'm paying international prices.
According to this fella, came from Quebec, 14-hour car ride.
That's ridiculous.
Now,
What is it, a migrant from DeSantis?
I showed up with $40 and $8 to tip just in case. And I had to go back to my house, I'll tell you that. 120 bones. Christmas tree.
I'm not cleaning that.
Christmas tree.
What? Come
$120.
on.
What'd you pay?
It's natural. It's from the earth.
I know, but the drive, 14-hour drive from Quebec.
I can go to Staten Island and chop down a pine for free.
What'd you pay?
I paid $60 for a mini.
The 60 Mini.
I got the Brad Williams over here, and it's a tiny little tree. I tried to put the lights on it, and it went.
I know.
Like
well,
the branches hung.
it's not easy. I mean, first of all, the funnest part is they pull it through that little that thing.
Oh, love the dick glove there.
They pull it through there, and then I felt like the guy recognized me because he really was looking, but he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So you feel like you got to really be gregarious.
Sure.
And then I had a guy I know come and do a stop and chat, and I'm like, I'm buying a tree. He's like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, nothing, just buying a tree. It feels like When Harry Met Sally, and he's like, that's a good film, but I feel like it's a little bit of a Woody. I'm like, my wife's buying the tree. I can't leave her alone.
What are we breaking down Nora Ephron here? Come on.
Efron, you,
Uh-huh.
Enron. So I shove him off. We get the tree. He said the price. I mean, I'm not kidding.
That's crazy. It's a natural thing. It's like, imagine telling that to a Native American.
$1.20, and I said, "Whoa, man! When I was a kid, a tree was $40." And he goes, "But how much was gas then? The old what's good for the goose is good for the gander."
What does that mean? Oh, gas.
Well,
has
what
gone
it
up.
means is everything's
I
gone
see.
up, so everything's more
I see.
expensive. And then he gave me the Quebec story again.
Ay. What a Canuck.
$1.20. Call in with your tree amount.
Yeah.
That seems a little high. I mean, triple digits.
It's Canadian. I true don't believe it. But let me just say this. Mine was 60, and the guy goes, give me 65. And I go, how about 60? It's a nice even number. He goes, all right, you got it. And I think he was rooking me. I think it was a $50 tree. He went 65. I went 60, and I think he got me on the high end.
Who haggles for $5? A Finsky?
Well,
What is this, 84?
I want it around. Now I got to break another 20. I'm all 20s here.
By the way, speaking of fins and haggling, how about this? Let me get you 2 cents on this, and I think I know where you stand. We're pretty close.
Isabel Hagelin.
Oh, I love that haggling. What do you make of this? Yesterday,
Goes to Shelby.
now
Sorry.
I want to be. You got to be sensitive because I'm going to talk about the troops a little here.
Uh-oh.
So everybody, just be cool.
Put
I've
your
been to
gun
Iraq.
down.
I've been
Yes.
to Kuwait.
Yes.
I support the fellas.
We've both bombed.
We go there. We're at the airport. Me and Matt Wayne, Madison, Wisconsin. Great weekend. We'll talk more about it later.
What a town.
I go up. I go, let me get some peanut butter crackers for the flight. $2, 25 cents.
Good for the cholesterol.
Bottle of water. Get some saltines for my heart. I go. Hey, I'll take a peanut butter crackers.
Yes.
Bottle of water.
PBC.
And then Matt Wayne, he's behind me. He's got a bottle of orange juice, whatever. And the lady goes, okay, it'll be $2.28 for the crackers and $2.50 for the water. That's $5.18. And do you want to donate $5 for a snack?
We're
for
going
the
up to
soldiers?
5?
$5 for a snack.
A snack? Get
For the
man-
soldiers.
Get the man a powdered donut. They're 88 cents.
Now, first and foremost, the military budget, I think, can we get a Google on that? It's something like $38 trillion a year.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's in the trillions.
Easily.
The military budget. I've been to Baghdad, a war zone. There was food aplenty.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
burgers, pastas, turkeys, all kinds of food.
Oh, man. An MRE is better than anything I've eaten on a plane.
And at $5, that's double my snack.
Right.
Send them a peanut butter cracker. Take one of my peanut butter crackers and
Hey.
ship that off over to fucking old Jarhead.
Now we're talking.
I'm like, what are you talking about? They don't have sandwiches?
Yeah. The M&M was invented in World War II just to feed the troops.
No kidding. If you flip
That's
it
right.
around, WW. Right?
www.snack. There
WWF.
you go. Okay. Good to go.
Military budge.
Says the request for 2023 is $773 billion.
$773 billion.
Now, how much of that is snacks?
It does say in the fiscal year 2022, the Department of Defense had $1.64 trillion distributed among its 6 subcomponents.
I think they can afford a fucking bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
And what are they going to do? My $5? I think it's a scam. I really do.
Completely.
I think it's a scam. I'm like, what are they going to do? Send a Milky Way to a guy and say this is from Joe at
Right.
at aisle 7 in Madison, Wisconsin?
Also, we sent $8 billion to Ukraine, or way more than that. You know, like what kind of snacks are they getting? Are they getting full-on Toblerones over there?
Yes, and I happily and proudly paid for the snacks when I paid my taxes.
Aha!
My taxes were like 48 grand or whatever the fuck. I'm writing a check, and I'm not one of these anti-tax guys. I'm happy to pay it. I'm a Bernie bro. Here's my
Yes.
money. Go buy some guns and keep me safe, for God's sakes.
Tax machine. But also, these queefs they board the, they're not queefs, the military, they're boarding the plane first.
Exactly.
How
If I'm
about you-
donating $5, let me on that airplane.
Yes, you're a military funder.
Yes, and by the way, I'm serving. I'm flying all around cheering people up.
Sure.
That's service.
Paratrooper of comedy.
So, ixnay on the hombre. But I'm not blaming the troops. I'm blaming Hudson News or whatever in Madison.
Oh, yeah. Bad news.
I guarantee at least half that goes right into the owner's pocket.
I think so. 5 is egregious. And I know it's airport prices, but just because the airport prices are higher doesn't mean the donations are higher. I'm sorry there, Colonel.
And snacks are still under $5. A bag of chips,
Yes.
a Milky Way, an M&M.
Come on. It's kooky.
There's plenty of snacks out there.
I can go to a 7-Eleven and for $5 I can go full week shopping.
Yep. So, any jizz.
Ramen noodles. There you go. That's all you need.
Ramen Hirschberg. That sucked.
Ah.
Hey folks, the show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When life gets you feeling overwhelmed, working with a therapist can make you more prepared to take on everything life throws you. I can't wait for my therapy appointment. I just got back from hanging out with my family, and it was a lot. Before that, I had Sarah's family. I went straight from in-laws to laws, and I'm feeling kooky. I was just walking around with my old pal Rana and talking about how I feel, a little dizzy, a little fuzzy, a little wacky, and what I need is some good therapy time. My therapist keeps me on an even keel. He is the best, and BetterHelp is the therapy option that is convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Easy. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/Tuesdays today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays. This episode is also brought to you by our friends over at Liquid IV. Feel like your best self in 2023 with Liquid IV. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. My favorite flavor, I can't even pick a favorite. They got so many. They've sent me a pile of these. I don't even check the flavors. That's how good all of them are. I just grab a bag, pour it in, and start drinking it. I gave it to all of Sarah's family on Christmas. We all loved it. We literally sat at a round table drinking Liquid IVs. You use it first thing in the morning before a workout when you feel run down after a long night out and on long flights. I love using it. I use it in the morning. I use it after a run. I use it at night. Free from gluten, dairy, and soy, Liquid IV contains 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Tuesdays at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Tuesdays at liquidiv.com.
All right. Well,
Well, you've been. Take me on a
lot
tail.
to talk about. I haven't seen this, although I shoplift, so I haven't seen any register action. But
Well, Madison, I've only seen it in Madison. But that's just also like, what about Toys for Tots, Christmas Kids, homeless, whatever?
Ding ding, Salvation Army guys out there too.
And if it was veterans, that makes more sense. Get a veteran a snack, because the veteran, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to come back into
Sure.
society. They have a hard time finding a gig.
They're
People are like,
legless.
hey, baby killer or whatever.
Right.
But the troops, I think they're pretty well taken care of as far as snacks.
Yeah. Wow. My ex's nickname in college was Baby Killer. A lot of abortions. But let me just say this: I was international this weekend.
International?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Thank you. I went and bought a tree. No. I went up to Toronto for a gig. Danforth Theater, one of the great venues in North America. Check it out. Love that Danforth. So, you fly up to Toronto, easy peasy, 1-hour flight. Get there, check into the hotel. Don't you hate this? The flight was long. The traffic to the hotel was longer than the flight. Isn't that a cunt and a half?
I hate it. Yeah, Toronto's a tough city. You land, it's a whole thing, and then getting back is a whole thing. It's not easy.
It's almost like D.C. where, you're in that White House area. It's a maze.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't getting out of there easy. And it's the same with Toronto downtown. It's hard to get into that downtown. It's a million lights, a million turns, a million one-ways. So in Toronto, I love Toronto. I love that city. There's a nip in the air. The show's sold out. We go in. Some lady, Simone, Very nice lady. Saw me in Ottawa, and then she saw me in Toronto 2 weeks later, and she's like, I'm a big fan. I'm a comic. And I go, oh, thank you. So she hit me up, and she was like, hey, I'm coming to your next Toronto show. And I go, you know what? How about you do 5?
Oh.
Come on.
So she's a comedian.
Yes. She's a comedian.
Did you
she's
say
a fan.
that? I missed that.
I think I
was just a
said
lady.
she's a comic. She's a
Oh.
fan.
Oh, I see. I thought she was just some lady.
So, no, I mean, she is some lady, but she's a lady comic, and she's nice. So she goes, I go, do 5, big theater, 1,400 people, whatever it is. So this is a big fun moment. I get to be a $5 snack giver,
Sure.
But I'm a 5-minute joke telling time giver. And so I get to the theater. She's there. She's all excited. She's all dressed up. It's great. And then I got Rob Mayhew opening.
Mayhew.
So she does 10. They give her 10. And I was like, you go with 10? She was like, I got it. She was
that's
nervous.
double.
Yeah, went out cold. Did great. Rob did great. Just one of the best shows I've had in a while. Hot crowd. And you get to make fun of Canada. You get to do the brown face, the trucker, the weed, the hockey, the Mounties. Good times. Then I get back to the green room, and the guy comes in with the sheet, the promoter guy. The suit.
Ah, the suit.
The suit comes in, and he goes, all right, here your number. And he goes, what do you got tomorrow? I go, I'm going to Buffalo. He goes, oh, that's easy. And I'm like, is it? Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Look up the Delta app. It's got me flying at 9 a.m. from Toronto to D.C., 2-hour layover, then up to Buffalo. And I'm like, what the hell? This Buffalo's a jizz throwaway. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I call my agent real quick. I'm like, what do you got me with D.C.? What's going on? He's like, that's the only flight they had. And I go, okay, can we get a rental car? It's a 2-hour drive. And he goes, beep, 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 beep. Ah, they're all booked.
They're booked solid.
So I go, what am I doing? What is with this DC? Why am I hurting myself? Are you trying to hurt me?
When do you book the travel?
2 days before.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I got to get better at that.
Okay.
If I can only find an assistant. Nobody's willing to volunteer.
Yeah, nobody's writing to us asking if they can assist.
It would be helpful. Uh-oh. What do you got? A little...
I think there might have been some spare jizz in my belly button.
Yes.
I haven't came in a couple days, so that's trouble.
That was mine. But, all right, so Rob goes, I got you. Old Jakey Poo, he'll drive you.
Oh, I love Jake.
And I go,
that
big guy?
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake is all right. High five, Jake.
Cute kid, dead dad, nice guy. And he's like, yeah, I'll drive you. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's 2 hours.
He loves driving.
So listen to what I would have had to do. This guy saved my ass because it was 10 a.m. on a international flight. Means you got to get there at 8 with the passport, the anal cavity, the spitting in your mouth, all that. And now it's none of that. We wake up at noon. We drive there. I get there by 2:30.
Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
Unbelievable. Life-saving. So I go, hey, you can do a guest set in Buffalo if you want. And I gave him a couple $100. So here's the clinker. We're driving to the border. Always a little nerve-wracking. Border,
Yes.
machine guns, police, authority. He goes, you got any drugs in your car? On the way there, the flight to Toronto, I'm sitting next to a guy. This is never good. He goes, he's doing that one. And I go, hey, what's up? And he goes, comedian? And I go, yeah, next to them. I'm stuck with this guy.
This is on the flight.
This is on the flight.
Oh, boy.
We haven't even closed the door yet. And he's like,
There's nothing worse than being next to somebody that recognizes you.
exactly. And you're just seatbelt in. There's no way out.
And you got to battle for the elbow with a guy
Yes.
who knows you.
And he was kind of hogging it, by the way.
Ah.
So it's like the tree guy, but there's no exit.
But the middle gets the elbows.
Well, it was a 2-man.
Ah, 2-man.
What do you do there?
That should be split. You got to figure out who's front, who's back.
I like back.
Oh, you go back.
I go back. I'm a bottom.
I'll go either. I let them set the score, and
Well,
I'll go. I'll work with it.
look
But
at
they're
this.
going to be moving around.
No, don't
Forget
move
about it.
Yeah, but see, this is no good. Who wants to like that? You want to be up and at 'em with the
Well,
elbow in.
yeah. You can
Oh,
sneak
that's
your
not
elbow
bad.
in there.
You got a long
I'm
elbow.
here. Yeah. Or you back here.
Well, we're rubbing elbows, but I'm just like, oh, what am I gonna do? This is an hour and change with this guy's a nice guy, whatever. What are you doing in town? Oh, the Danforth. Oh, I love the Danforth. So I give him tickets because I panic. So him and his lady are coming, And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I sell shrooms, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I love shrooms. He goes, you get me in the show, I'll bring you a bunch of shrooms. I go, great. So I look up top, the whole time he's talking to me about Zelensky. And I'm like, yeah, how about that? And I see a seat open up. And I just beeline it up there. And I just sit up there. I'm up a little two rows up.
On a plane?
I got away from him.
Oh, wow.
Nice kid, but I had to get out of there. Either way, cut to, we're driving to the border, and Jake goes, so what, you got any drugs in the car, in your bag? And I go, I got a ton of weed gummies and some shrooms. He goes, oh, are you nuts? You better get rid of that. They're going to rape you at the border.
Oh, my God.
So I go, it's a lot of weed gummies. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of drugs and new shrooms that I want to try from a guy from a shroom place, like a shroom company.
Why do you have hundreds of dollars worth of weed gummies?
Well,
how many weed gummies is that?
Well, they're
like
not cheap.
$1? How much does a weed gummy cost?
They're like $100 a bag.
Oh, my God.
What?
They're drugs.
How much? I mean, I buy them all the time. $100 a bag. Where
Well, you figure there's 100 in there. That's like, what, $1 a gummy?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't
that makes
bought,
sense. $1
yeah.
a gummy. I get cans that are $20 and there's 20. Yeah, so same thing.
There you go.
Same thing.
Wow.
But they're giving to me and whatnot from fans, and I really need them. I take one a night or I don't sleep well.
I know, but you're not going to Toronto for 100 days.
I just throw them in the bag. I don't take them out.
Jeez.
So
Big mistake.
Big mistake. So he's like, you got to drop that. And I'm like, I don't want to lose it. It's a lot of, and I got new shrooms. What are we doing?
The new shrooms.
Yes. So I got a new shroom. So we get about a block away from the border. We pull into some residential neighborhood.
A block from the border. like it's in Manhattan.
Yeah. We're in a guy's driveway, and I'm going to my bag, and I'm throwing gummies out left and right. There's so much drugs in there.
God, this is horrible.
And I look back. Jake's got it all in his hand. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to bury this. When I go back over the border, I'm picking it up. So he writes
That's not bad. It's like Fargo.
Exactly.
He's like Buscemi.
That's what I said. So he's writing the address down on a little Post-it note, puts that right on the dash.
And he can ship them back to you.
Well, I don't think he's going to. I think he's already taken them.
Yeah,
I think he took him on the ride back.
He's an eater, so.
Oh, yeah. And eater. So we get to the border, and I go, well, I feel pretty good. Like, they got nothing on me. And it's this scary lady, and she's got the bulletproof vest on, the bazooka. And she goes, passport, there you go. What are you here for? Comedy show. She goes, what about him? And I go, he's just driving me. And she goes, where are you from? I go, New York. And she goes, where are you from? And he goes, Toronto. And she goes, huh. All right, get out of here.
Whew.
That was it. So but we dropped him for nothing. We could have gotten through.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's unlikely you're going to search your bags and trunk and shit.
He made it sound like we'd be bent over, mag light up the pooper.
Well, with that amount, though, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't watched TV in a while. Isn't that intent to distribute?
Something
Because
like
if you have 100 pounds or $100, that feels like a lot. If you had a couple gummies in your asshole, they're not going to bother you.
Yeah, but we did the right thing. Better safe than gay. But I think...
And I feel like you can get more gummies.
Yeah, it just hurts to drop it all off like that.
Yeah, especially...
he's got a pirate's booty in somebody's front lawn there.
What if he did it just to get the drugs?
I thought about that too.
Because he's like, you don't want these. You better bury these on this side of the border because you'll get arrested.
Exactly.
Also, isn't it decriminalized and shit?
Well, these are all things I asked, and he was like, just saying this is the move. Maybe I got rooked.
Jake, you suspect.
He's eating them right now, that son of a onion.
He's high as a kite, just listening to him with his feet up.
He got me.
Well, how was Buff?
Buff was great. 6 sold-out shows at Jordan Fisher, Kyle Turner. Sean's a mensch over there at the club, and now I got a whole other thing on Buff, but we better move on.
All right.
I don't want to hog.
Well, I'll come back to Buff.
Please.
I don't have much. I have one of these weekends that's just fantastic.
Well, it's one of the great clubs in a great town in America. Let's give it to me. I want joy. I would be actually worse if you had a bad story.
Comedy on State, Madison, all the comedians circle it. And I really think these comedy fans out there, you should start taking pilgrimages. And comedy club owners could do the same, by the way.
Ooh, good point.
Because you've heard all about it. You know about it. Madison, Wisconsin, great city. Better than Minneapolis was that one episode.
Aha.
I was way off, but still, Great town, and it's this weird thing is I'm always there in the winter, which is nice because you sell the tickets in the winter because everyone wants to be there.
Yes,
Summer,
yes.
it's only warm for 6 days, so
Sure.
the 6-day war. So everybody's out on the lake. So winter's nice, but it's cold and frosty. But that's a fun December town
Yes,
to me.
not too blizzardy.
It's Christmassy. So I got Matt Wayne, old MW, my dear buddy, just a great hang. One of the all-time hangs.
Great guy,
Matt Wayne.
funny mother of effer.
Oh, he's as funny as it gets. He's very funny on stage. Off stage, he's as funny as anybody. Because plenty of people are incredible comics and
Yes.
just a real stinker off stage. We won't name names.
Wet blanket out there.
Yeah, a wet firecracker. Or a flat soda, as Matt would say. I mean,
yes.
that's the kind of guy. He's very good. He's got a million of these.
Yes. If you're annoying, you're a hornet in the car.
He does a fart and he'll go .com. I mean, this guy's
That's
fun.
fun.
This guy's a bag of laughs, and we talk Seinfeld. I realize anyone that's Seinfeldian, like Rain Man.
Yes.
I love
Oh,
Fiore,
yeah.
Donnelly, Chavone, you, me,
Nick
Kramer, the
Griffin.
butler, Griffin, Gullman,
Yep.
and Matt Wayne. If I could drop a deep cut, God bless you. You want to win into my heart? Get studying on the Seinfelds.
Yes, and you should watch it for your own good, you queefs. It's a hell of a show.
But you got a long way to go to catch up with the boys.
Oh, yeah, a lot of multiple viewings.
But
Years.
even though I was going downtown.
The very pants I was returning.
He's a great guy. Anyway, so we get out there, and I put him right on the same flights because you want to fly with your buddy. You know?
Sure.
So, and plus, I'm upgraded to first class. He's in the back. It's nice to feel better than somebody.
It's
you know?
good. Yeah, get back there, you peasant.
Take a hike. I'll see you when we land. So we go out there, and you're just happy to have a buddy. We get the first flight out. We're there early, and you're all excited because he's never been there. He's only heard of the legend of comedy on stage.
Direct?
Direct.
What? That's new.
Right downtown. The problem is, by the way, are you running into this issue? I don't know if it's COVID or the economy, whatever, but none of the early flights exist anymore. Madison, Omaha, Cleveland, all three, I'm taking noon flights that get back at 3:30 on Sunday.
Oh, on Sunday.
The Sunday, I like a 7 a.m. and
Me
get
too.
me home.
Get me out of there.
I want to get to banging the old wife-a-roo, but
Sure.
and this Sunday, it's fucking killing me. The World Cup, I've dedicated. I hate these tournaments. You put a whole month, hours and hours and hours in. The finals at 2 p.m. on Sunday. I'm flying home from Omaha. There's no early flight.
Who was the final?
Well, we haven't decided. Well, by the time they hear this, the whole thing will be over.
Ah.
But we got Croatia is playing Argentina, and then France is playing Morocco.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing. Any jizz. We go out there, and Thursday's great. You get to the club, and folks, it's hard to explain. I mean, like, there's a huge. They refurbished. Have you been there since they redid the whole thing?
I have. It's beautiful. That bar area is very detached now, where it used to be a little loud in there, and then the green room is just lunch.
Big back bar. You go to the green room, pool table. We played a little pool, a little stick. There's a massage chair. That was bad.
He was pissed. That was hey, I'm letting you know I'm here cough, and then a door slam.
And then a door slam.
Well, he's gone now. So.
That was bad. Well, he's in there. No, he came this way.
Oh, I thought he left.
No. Oh, I thought he returned.
I think he was walking out.
I thought he was walking out, but who knows?
Oh, I thought the coughs went right to left across your radio dial.
I think he coughed over his right shoulder, but then there were steps.
That's what
Okay.
I heard. I heard a
Okay.
left to right, like an American, not a Jew reading.
And a squinch.
Yes.
All right. Well, anyways, so there's a pool table. You go in there, pool table, record player. Then they got the big Marshall amp that connects to your Bluetooth. So I had like Zeppelin in there, rocking. We're telling stories. And they go. You got a menu. They go get your food for
Yes,
you, which is
menu.
nice. I love this. Is this the best feeling in the world when you're with some buds and you're like, "What are you thinking tonight? Italian? Well, we had Italian. Well, we got Mexican. Well, all settle on Mexican. We'll get some
I love
queso
it.
and the thing." So you order the food and they get it for you between shows. I got to give a shout out to Alec, who was all over the place. He was just on it. I think he's a Tuesday.
Hey, Al.
And maybe not. I don't know. He might not be. But
Hey, Al.
Charlie was the MC. I always forget his last name. I'm such a piece of shit. He's hilarious,
Murphy.
though. And these great jokes. And then our old pal Craig Smith did guest spot, Sincere Life.
Sincere.
Who was very funny. They both had some great jokes and really enjoyed them. Just a great show. And then Friday morning, wake up. And, of course, I got the blood pressure. I'm working on it.
Good for you.
So I'm hitting the cardio. I'm changing the diet, which is tough on the road.
It is brutally hard.
You go on the road. You're walking by Potbelly. They got the sugar cookie in there.
That's a big old cook.
And everybody, one lady who writes, was like, want me to bring you a pizza?
Oh, pizza.
Then there's Ian's Pizza downtown. And then we're watching the soccer match, and the only food downstairs is pizza. It's like the one you can run and grab and get back up there. And then I got, by the way, Uber Eats one day, Chipotle. I was like, I have a burrito brought to me because you can get the brown rice, no queso. It's pretty healthy, relatively.
Veggies in there.
Yeah. And it's one of these ones, Uber Eats, Madison. Your food is ready. No one picks it up. 40 minutes.
Hey.
So finally I cancel. I have to eat the money.
What?
Because they're like, they already made the food. You can't cancel. We're waiting, trying to find a car.
Well, at least you ate something.
So I ate the $12. Anyways, then Friday morning, I'm like, Friday morning, I'm going to go for a big, long run around that was whoop, skip,
Yep.
around the lake.
Thank you.
And
Hit the rewind there.
wake up, I pulled the shade back. It was like Ferris Bueller and Home Alone mixed. I pulled the shade back. Snow globe.
Whoa.
It is the big flakes, those big lake effect juicy flakes coming down.
Love it.
And I got the view of the Capitol right there. It's just a big white dome. Did you call blowjobs dome? I was getting dome.
I've heard it. I didn't think I was that cool. I got some dome.
Well, I never had it to use it, but I
Right.
heard it and it was pretty cool.
If you really go hard, some guys will go, I got some good brain. You never heard brain?
I don't care for brain.
I don't give her brain either. That means she's a thinker.
With the thoughts I'd be thinking I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Anyways, so
Yes,
just
brain
a
fart.
big snow globe. So it wipes out the run, but you're like, look at it out there. So I bundle up, I go get my tea, and I just went for a nice stroll through the snow with the crunch and the fresh white.
Love a fresh white.
I love anything white. It was beautiful.
Sure, white flour.
And these shows, I'll tell you what, 5 shows, all sold out. Killer.
Cannot beat that.
Killer show, hot show. Late show Saturday was the toughest. It was definitely the least amount of fan show, but still rocking. It's one of these ones where I do the late show Saturday is the toughest show, but still better than any show at the fill in the blank, Funny Bone or whatever.
You got that right.
No disrespect to the Funny Bones, but this place is the tops, and there was Tuesdays galore all over. Chipotle gift cards. There was one. I mean, I won't get too into details because I don't want to get me in trouble or this person in trouble, but I don't know what night, front row, Tuesday, hot.
Oh, come
This
on.
hot lady Tuesdays with the shirt, the Tuesday shirt, and
get outta here.
and looking all, and you're like this. What the hell? Front and center. I'm like distracted.
You sure it wasn't a different? I mean, we don't have any hot lady fans. They all look like Grimace from McDonald's.
I'm telling you, Tuesdays was. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was some real ghoulish men around,
there
but
we go. That's what I'm talking
there was
about.
some guy. They looked like O linemen from the '78 Bucks or something.
Oof,
But just a real hot number. So thank you to the
Fucktard.
lovely Tuesdays and a bunch of gifts. Somebody gave me a book and a Chipotle gift card and a whole bunch of stuff. Just a fantabulous weekend.
Love it.
And-
It's one for the butt. Give it to me. Put it right in my ass. How was the Eve and Anna?
Oh, they were great, but they were a little they were
Busy?
busy, you know. So I didn't
Yeah.
get to see them too much. But I talked to the staff and just nice. But I've never been a big staff hangouty guy.
Oh, really? Love
Feel
the staff.
bad. Well, I mean, I love the staff, but I'm not. I don't drink.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then by the end, you do 2 shows, you do the meet and greet, you're wiped, it's 12:15, and they're still counting their money. So to go out with the staff, you got to wait around for quite a while.
Sure.
They're up there. By the time I leave, they're still in there, like, counting the thing. They're like, we're going to the Rusty Clam or whatever.
Oh, yes. Been there many nights.
And I'm like, all right, well, I just don't,
You go to the hotel?
I go to the hotel.
You just sit there at 2 a.m. watching real time?
No, well, Matt comes over. We watch
okay.
NHL Network. We bullshit.
Oh, all right. That sounds nice.
I'm like, what am I going to do? I got one of my closest buddies with me. I'm not hooking up.
Sure.
And it's going to be till, 1 o'clock before we go out. And
Yeah.
I wake up at 8:30.
Yeah, all right.
And on now, by the way, we're old. The staff is like 22 years old.
I know,
It's about,
they're-
I look at them, I'm like, you're old enough to work here? Shouldn't you be in bed?
I know, they're so hot.
They look like children.
Yes, children.
By the way, we walked around campus, too. These are girls.
They're little girl. They look weird. They don't even have boobs sometimes. They're very thin and acne still. It's strange.
Yeah, it's a little wacky, but another fun thing that happened was a couple good, those magical crowd work moments. And I think they had the cameras running, so I guess they'll make it into whatever
King of content.
But there was one hot couple up front, right? Like just a sexy looking couple. Mm-hmm. And the guy was at Tuesday. And every once in a while, I'll talk about how I've seen my wife's butthole and she hasn't seen mine. And so I'll ask a couple. I'm like, have you ever seen his butthole? Mm-hmm. And I get this one. That's my dad.
Oh, yes. That's a classic.
And I had no idea because the guy is so in shape and hot and fit. And just a nice, well coiffed.
DILF, we call that.
Yes, and the lady was like made up in a sweater. So I just thought he had a nice young dame.
Sure.
But the funny thing is, you're like, so it's still the same. He has seen your butthole and you haven't seen his. Husband, wife, father, daughter.
Yeah, he was wiping that thing all year.
He got a good look at your asshole and you've never seen his asshole, I assume.
I've seen my dad's, but he was bending over while shaving.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did it look like?
The devil's doorway. I mean, it was horrifying. There was a gummy bear in there. I mean, it was hairier than Chuck's face.
I always feel like if I bent over, you would see an amount of poo somewhere.
Easily.
Either in the pubes or on the rim or sticking out.
Well, we're the last two cats out there without a bidet.
That's a good point.
You got a bidet?
No bidet.
All right, that makes three of us. But I'm telling you, we're in the minor.
Well, I can tell right now Chuck's got one of the hairiest assholes on the planet.
Oh, yeah. It looks like...
I trim. I'm very considerate.
Manscaped.com.
There you go. Lawnmower.
Tuesdays is also brought to you by Raycon. The new year is here, and the fact is a good pair of wireless earbuds is indispensable in 2023. I just got a pair for my niece and nephew. They're thrilled. They use them. They love it. They just texted me to tell me how great it was. Switching from the silence of noise isolation mode to awareness mode to hear your surroundings is a breeze with Raycon's earbud tap functions. Raycons give you 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. Best of all, Raycon gives you the same audio quality as other premium audio brands at half the price. Right now, you go to buyraycon.com/Tuesdays and you get 20% off site-wide. That's 20% off any Raycon product, which almost never happens. That's a big deal. That's 1/5. Or save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's buyraycon.com/Tuesdays for 20% off your Raycon purchase. Buyraycon.com/Tuesdays. Now, back to the show.
But anyways, that was fun. And then it was just one of those ones. I don't have much story. It was just fantastic. Oh, there he is again.
I think it was coming back.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, great time, great club. Done 2 albums there. I mean, the place is magic.
Well, I had a guy, there's this guy, Jesse, who works there, who shot the shows with 3 cameras. And I think he's going to splice it together. It could be a special. Or after I release the special, I'm going to release this and call it, working on it at Madison or whatever.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. It's going in and out. So many slams. He's like Kramer.
I know. I feel like my aunt's like, in or out? Pick one.
Oh, God.
That's cool. That's a cool idea. Keep going.
But anyways.
But doesn't that worry when you finish the material and it's all polished, now that you've given it away a little bit, don't you think?
Well, that's what I'm saying. After I release the special, and some time, I'll release that too. And go, here's a different version, like a bootleg, like Pearl Jam.
I love it. I thought you meant release it before. That's what I was confused.
No, after. And it's got some good crowd. So I think we're going to have it spliced up, but they're just the best. They bring you the food.
Yeah.
They treat you right. And they got the cameras where every comedy club should have a camera rolling.
It's crazy, especially now. All we do, I'm paying out my asshole for these film kooks.
Exactly. So get ready for some exciting content from Madison. And we flew home yesterday. Same deal. First class flight. And just awesome. Just very grateful.
Hell yeah. Wouldn't you? It's like you said. Wouldn't you like to take Bob Nelson or whatever his name is from Shitbox Club 1 and just parachute him right into Madison and let him take a peek? He'd be blown away.
I mean, it's hard. That's why I want to take Matt, because I've taken him to all these gigs that are so-so. Again, no disrespect to these other places, but you're like, this one is fire. It's hot
Yes.
dogs. And I love walking up and down State Street. We walked all around 15,000 steps a day. We were all over the place. And then I would hit that gym, trying to really get fit. And I cut out the brownies.
Woo! Good for you, man.
Did have one cookie at Potbelly. Got a little weak.
What a fatty.
You have it, but no pizza, no fries.
There you
really kept it, except for that one pizza at Ian's. But that was one day.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It used to be pizza every day, brownie every day.
Exactly. Multiple. Sometimes I go to Potbelly and buy 6 cookies. I'm like, this is before the show, this is after the show.
Jesus,
Cut back on the tea.
You're the cookie monster.
I'm a cookie monster. What's a cookie?
Well, it's funny you say that about these tough weekends because I've been doing these theaters. I've been getting spoiled. I did the Danforth in Toronto. Then you go right to Buff, and it's a check spot. It's chicken wings. It's heckle. It's drunks. It's guys getting thrown out. It's guys yelling out. I get a million Joelus, and I'm like, yes, doing a bit.
The big coat. Well, Buffalo Helium's not an easy club.
No, they riff on you.
It's nice, and the green room is tough. It's just
Tiny.
on the side there. It's a tiny little thing right back to the side, and it's tough sledding up in Buffalo. There's some hard bark on those folks.
Yes, hard nose, hard boiled, hard dick. They come at you, and they're right on you too. And you get the lady pulling the cell phone out 2 minutes in. You get the guy sleeping. You get the drunk guy who's just talking to his friend. It's work again.
Well, this is part of it that happens. It's like you think like you graduate to theaters or to selling tickets, but now you're also an event.
Right.
When there's an event, people want a pregame.
Yes.
You got that going on. Like when people go to see the Stones, they're like, let's crowd. We got the Stones coming to town. You're the Stones. Mm-hmm. We got Norman coming to town. I got some gummies.
Yes.
He likes mushrooms. We'll eat mushroom.
Exactly.
And then you get there and they're all excited and they're like, whoa! And then they see, and like the same as a concert, you go to see Springsteen, you're like, everyone's Thunder Road, and it's the same with you. They want to go queef.
I know, and you want to break down the difference between a sofa and a couch, and they're like, what? Talk about the hog. Talk about the herpes or the anal or whatever. They don't want to hear me breaking down therapy or anxiety or whatever.
And I should say, this is a small percentage.
Sure.
Most of the people are like, oh my God, this is
great.
exciting.
They're great.
And that's what's nice about having a podcast is so many people get to know what we're like. So people come in, they're like this, I'll take a quick photo, and here's your Chipotle gift card, I'll get the hell out of here, I'm sorry. And it's very
fatty.
sweet.
Yes, agreed, yeah. But sometimes, and I think it's just the booze kicks in, your inhibitions are low. I had the lady doing this one, woo! Every 3 minutes. And eventually I go, can someone tase her? And I go, what are you doing, man? What, do you think this is helping? And she's like, woo! And I'm like, you still going? And the whole crowd hated her. It was fun. You want to be funny with a heckle, but every now and then I'm perturbed. I'm like, I want to get to the bottom of this. What do you think this is? But it never works.
I do the Jerry, you're in the way. I'm always like, it's a little distracting. If you could stop that, that would be ideal.
Yes.
You
They with some reason with comedy, you don't have that at a Les Mis, but with comedy, they're like, we have to hoot and holler.
Yeah, they want the hoot and holler. They want to let you know. Concerts, it's nothing but hooting and hollering.
True, but that kind of can roll into the music. This is like, I need a pause for tension, and then you deliver the punch, but they woo during the pause. That's all ruined.
That can fuck you. I remember, I think I probably told this story. I was at Wrigley Field to see Pearl Jam back in 2016, I think it was. And Eddie Vedder wrote a song about the Cubs years ago and was playing it because he's at Wrigley. So he's like, I'm going to play my Cubs song, which is whatever. And there was a guy, a fat, drunk guy, literally chanting, let's go Cubs, let's go Cubs, through the song. And to this day, it's the most infuriating at a performance of anything ever.
Yes.
I'd rather someone get up and throw a raw fucking steak at an actor than let's go Cubs through a song.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of human shit, and you should fucking go to prison.
That's a bad guy.
Bad person.
Yes.
I hope he's dead.
I wonder if Eddie heard him.
It was pretty far back.
Okay, well, I hope he didn't hear him. But what an idiot.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The Cubs aren't here, and like he's in his mind, he's like, you're a Cub fan, I'm a Cub fan,
we're at the
I'm
field.
a drunk piece of shit. I'll chant let's go Cubs while you're performing.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before too, with like heckling and yelling. You're like, I'm talking to you.
I know.
I'm telling a story.
Exactly. It's got to be the hooch.
But by the way, I mean,
Hooch
going
and
back
holler.
to Madison, just not a peep.
As it should be. they train them there. Those Greek gals, they get in there with a hammer and a punch in the gut if you try to speak up.
They're the best. Anna and Eve, shout out. You're running a hell of a business, and you have for years.
So, all right. So let me dial right into the 6 shows at the Buff. So
Please.
you have your moments with the drunk, but overall, great weekend. Work out some new. I got the young comics in there. We're all bouncing. I'm shooting a special in March, and I already have that.
March.
What am I gonna do when I put the hour out? I don't have enough. I'm already having that panic, even though it's months away.
Yes. Where's
So-
the special?
I think I'm gonna shoot it in Chicago. We got a lot of gays out there. It's a comedy town. I'll sell some tickets. Yada yada.
Big town. Great town. I love that idea.
Yes, thank you. So we'll see what happens. But my point is, this guy texts me. It's Shane Gillis and a random number, and he goes, "Hey, this is Mark's number." And the other guy goes, "Bloop. Hey, Mark, big fan. I work for the Bills. How'd you like to come to the game Sunday?"
Ooh.
And I go, "Oh, well, I was going to leave Sunday, but it's a 1-hour flight. I can just leave later and go to the game during the day."
Why not?
Why the hell not, I say. So I go, "Let's do it, fatty," or whatever. And he goes, "And some of the Bills want to come see you." And I go, "I'll get you all the
Whoa.
tickets you need."
Oh, Matt Wayne. He's obsessed with the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get him something?
I got him a hoodie.
Hey,
can
all
have
right.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got you a hoodie.
But I don't want it.
I see.
There you go.
Yeah, that was interesting.
$5 snacks to the homeless.
Interesting word choice.
Well, I wasn't thinking about Matt Wayne the whole time. I'm sorry.
Well, he's a Buffalo's son.
Well, I thought about Sean Murphy, and I got him a ticket. He flew in for the game.
Oh, wow.
But I should have thought of Wayne. I'm sorry.
I'd appreciate it next time if you thought about Wayne.
Yes, you got a hoodie coming your way, but smells like me.
Known him a lot longer than you known Murph.
That's true.
So quick to say I got him a hoodie.
Sure, I got it for him.
We're on camera here.
Where are the cameras?
So this guy comes around. He's the personal trainer for whoever the hell, Josh Allen, Ethan Allen. I don't know.
Sure.
So, by the way, you even mentioned Bill Burr, and people are like, "What'd you say about Bills?"
I know.
These guys are diehards. Die hard.
Well, they had the
Good
4
movie.
Super Bowls, and then they sucked for like 15 years,
Yep.
and now they're the king of town. So this is big stuff for these maniacs.
At one point, I mentioned the Bills, and they all did the chant. I lost them. I just walked off stage. I didn't even say bye because I couldn't get them back.
Well, and they're lunatics too. They jump
Oh,
through tables and
totally.
they fucking shove things in their ass.
So he
So
goes,
do I.
"Hey, I got the tickets," and I met a bunch of Bills. I met Gabe.
Oh, Gabe.
You know Gabe
Malika.
Delhomme or something.
Jake Delhomme?
No, Gabe,
I don't know Gabe.
black guy.
Gabe's. I don't know
Gabe's
Gabe's.
a tight end. He's young. He's a hunk, half white.
All right, Gabe. Whatever.
Gabe, he's one of the players.
Okay. By the way, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe. So, we have a good time, and he goes, "Hey, Sunday, come to my house. I got a big mansion out in Buffalo, the personal trainer,
Oh, the trainer.
and we'll go to the game." So I get all the comics together. I get Sean, the manager of the club. I get Kyle, the host, and I get Sean Murphy, the comic, to come with, and they're all excited. And they go, "What's the game plan?" I go, "I don't know. The guy's being a little vague. Nice guy, but I didn't get a lot out of him. And I don't want to be going, where are the seats, huh? What are we talking here?" Because I don't want to look in the horse's ass or whatever the term is.
Sure.
So he goes,
You
"Just
got
meet at my house at 10:30, and we'll go together." And I'm like, "Okay, great." So Kyle, the host, is like, "I have box seats, but this guy's the personal trainer. He's gonna have better seats." So I go, "Yeah, maybe." He's vague, and he goes, "It's got to be box." And I'm like, "Maybe." And he goes, "Look at it. It's snowing. It's a snow globe in Buffalo." And I go, "Well, there's a roof on the stadium." And they go,
No, there's no roof.
"No roof. The roof is on fire." So I go, "Oh, all right. Well, we're not gonna be out in the snow." And he goes, "Well, you got a coat." I had like a bomber jacket.
Oh, boy.
And I go, "Well, we're gonna have a killer seat."
Did they give you the bomber jacket after your shows?
Thank you. I was waiting for it. So we go to this guy's house at 10:30. The game starts at 1. He goes, "Whoa, what do you got here?" And I go, "That's a nice coat." And he goes, "You're gonna be dying out there." So
Yeah.
immediately the box is out. So my friend Kyle's like, "Oh, I had box seats. God damn it." So then Sean's like, "Whoa, we're in for a long day. Here you go." And he hands me some mushrooms. And I'm like, "Well, I got a flight tonight. I don't know." And he goes, "Well, you're going to need them because we're going to be out in hell.
Right.
And I go, all right. So I pop a big chocolate of mushrooms.
Mushrooms at a Bills game is the worst thing I can imagine.
It was pretty great. I think it saved it.
Okay.
So,
Well, I like sports.
yeah. Well, we get there, and Sean Murphy shows up. He goes right from the airport with the suitcase, and he's like, here we go. He's got all the gear on and everything. He's so pumped. Make-A-Wish kid. And we get out in the 13th row, and we are just out there in the tundra. And the game was fun. I think they won. I left early. But the mushrooms are kicking in. It's that roar. And these fans, we drove through the tailgate area. They're out there at 7 in the morning, full gear on, hooting and hollering, chugging
Animals.
Labatt Blue and picking up bratwurst, bumping heads like a couple of rams. They're all out there.
They're crazy out there.
Crazy. And they're not even affected by the winter. They thrive off it. They're like, the camera comes around. They're like, they got horns on and shit. It's wild.
It's a wild scene, and mushrooms in that crew is terrifying.
It was heavy. I was doing this the whole time, and fireworks would go off. They had helicopters go by. I did one of these. And you get it because you always see TV shows. You're at a bar, you watch 8 games going on, and there's a snow pounding down, and you're like, wow, who goes to that?
Right.
That was me.
It wasn't a great game either. It was like
No.
7-0 at halftime.
Completely.
I mean, the Jets are the most boring team. The Bills are exciting, but nothing was happening in that game.
No, and I'm free. My fingers are freezing. My toes are free. I got the hand warmers in the shoe. I got the hand warmers in the glove. I got a beanie on. I got a slicker on top of a coat because he's just wet. And the whole time I'm just thinking, it was an hour flight. I could have been home by 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's tough.
And Sean Murphy's like, how big of a mistake was this? I'm like, yeah, shut up.
But you met some players.
I did. I met some players, but you could show me 4 black guys at an easy serve. I wouldn't know what the difference was.
Right.
I don't even know what an easy serve is. But
Never heard of it.
I think it's like a 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's the height of these players. But at one point I go, all right, I got to call it. My flight's at 7. It's 3 o'clock now. I want to just get to the airport, get to that lounge. I'm freezing. I'm miserable. I don't even know what the bills are. Is it a buffalo? Is it a bill? What is it? Isn't that a guy from Silence of the Lambs?
Buffalo Bill.
Yes. Put the lotion in the anal.
I'd fuck me. Would you fuck me?
So, clip that. So, I go, all right, I'm getting out of here. And so the guy goes, all right, well, just put the coat back in my car. Here's a boop boop. And you just leave the boop boop on the floor of the car. I can get in with my phone.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that. You can get in your car with a phone now. So I
How
go,
about that?
okay.
We should go try it. I got a phone.
Yeah. We'll
Go steal some cars.
get into something. So I leave the stadium. The shrooms are still whacked out. I've had a couple of White Claws, and it's just pounding snow. And I'm the only guy leaving. Everybody else is like, are you crazy? Where are you going now? I was like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I get out to the car, boop, boop, grab my suitcase, take this jacket off, take the hat off, take everything off. So now I'm just in the bomber.
You're like a CIA agent.
I'm pounding. I'm getting pounded by God and his Hail Hitler. And I'm walking down and I'm like, I can't see anything. I'm freezing. My hands breaking off, holding the suitcase. I'm just chugging along. It's soaking wet. And I'm going up to people and go, where's the Uber? And they go, Uber? I don't know. Get out of here, kid. You know, Buffalo people, they got no time for you.
Yeah, plus the game is going on. It's
Yes.
snowing. They're cold.
Yes.
And the Ubers probably aren't even around. They're waiting for the end of the game.
Exactly. So I'm just walking. They go, you see that campus over there? There's a tiny dot of a community college. They go, it's on the other side of that campus. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm walking through snow and sludge and grass with the suitcase, with no coat. Finally get to the Uber area, and there's like 800 people there. And everybody's waiting for an Uber.
Right.
And I go, boop, boop, boop. And it's like, it'll be 48 minutes, and it's going to be $100. So I'm like, God damn. I felt like Steve Martin in Trains Planes.
That's what it sounds like. That's what I'm picturing.
So I was like,
A
fuck.
fucking Datsun. A fucking Hyundai.
So I look over, and there's a couple of what the nationality is, I don't know. They look Mongolian. A little weird tuft.
Cut that out.
And Laos, maybe?
Laos.
Laos?
Oh, yeah, I know Laos. That's different.
Yeah.
Laos is next to Vietnam because they have the bombs that didn't explode or something.
Well, These guys looked a little rough around the edges. I'd never seen this nationality in my life. And I was like, hey, man, how much at the airport? They go, airport. Give me $300. $300. Like, $300? What are you, crazy? I got an Uber here for $40. He's like, you going to be waiting all day? So this black guy comes up and he's like, hey, I'm trying to get to a hotel near the airport. Maybe we'll go together. And I go, okay. So I go up to one guy, I go, $100 to the airport. He goes, all right, you got it. And then I get the black guy. He's got his little daughter, and I'm like, let's go together. So he doesn't like that, and he's like, no. Now it's 150. And then this other guy goes, well, I'll give you 50 if you drive me towards the airport. So I was like, oh, okay. So this guy's got $150. He's got me, the black guy and his daughter, and some other weirdo. So
You're like Costanza watching fucking
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
yes,
Joe.
I had the arm.
My nuts here.
So now we get out, whoop, 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 right into traffic. 2 hours in traffic.
What?
I'm freezing.
Come on.
And it just stopped, sitting there, snow falling, and every Bills fan is pouring out of the game. They're shaking the car, doing this shit on the car, you know?
God.
And I'm like, this is a nightmare. And I'm texting the guys, and they're like, we're at the game. It's fucking awesome. We're having a great time. And I'm like, I should have gone home. I should have fucking gone home. What am I doing here? So I'm just thinking about that lounge. Oh, the lounge. Oh, that hot chocolate, the couch, the food, the soup, the open bar.
What could be better than a lounge at the Buffalo airport?
Oh, I'm dreaming of that lounge. So finally we drop off the weirdo. That takes an hour and a half. Then we go to this other guy's hotel. That takes another hour. And then we finally get to the airport. My flight's at 7. I was like, oh, I'm leaving at 3. I'll be there at 4, maybe.
Sure.
We get to the airport at about 6:15.
Oh,
so now
my
I'm
God.
hustling. There's no one in there, thank God. I get out to the security, and I go, where's the lounge? And they go, we don't have one. So I go, fuck it. I got 20 minutes anyway. Go to the gate. Canceled flight.
Come on. The snow? Is it the snow?
I assume it's the snow. Nobody told me.
Fucking mother's tits.
So I'm like, fuck. How did this get worse? So I go run to another gate. I'm like, you got to get me on this JFK flight. And they go, I can get you the back seat, in the shitter, on the wing, whatever. And I go, I'll take it. It's an hour flight. They go, it's not for 3 hours. So I go, So I go, and I see there's a priority lounge. You heard of this? It's not no airport affiliation, no airline affiliation,
Right.
just priority.
It's because you have it when you have a professional sports team. Somebody of importance is going to come at some point. They're like, we have to have something.
Yes, something.
When fucking Dick Enberg shows up, we have to have him a free hot dog or something to give somebody.
Right. Yes. So I'm in the airport, and I go up to the priority lounge, which I know I have no shot in, but I have 3 hours to kill.
Okay.
So I go, look, you're going to kill me. I'm pulling out Conan videos. I'm like, hey, I've done some stuff. You got to check out. I got 11 million views here. We got Tuesdays of Stories. We have a Home Alone Patreon. If you get on now, it's cheaper. All this shit. And she's like, it's this like fat black lady like, honey, you got to have this kind of card and all that. And I go, how about $20? And she goes, give it 20. And I went in.
Wow.
Yes, I creased her.
I'm proud of
I
you.
creased her.
Nice. How was that lounge?
It was shit. It was shit on wheels. I mean, it stunk, but I was happy to be in there.
Yeah, Jesus. So you got on the next flight, though.
I got on the next
What did you
flight.
get in last night?
I got in last night at like midnight.
Oh, my
JFK landed, freezing cold. You get the Uber, and the whole time the lady's like, where the hell are you? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm coming.
Well, that's the thing about an NFL football or college football. These big events, 60, 70,000 people, you have to. That's your day and
That's
the
it.
next day.
Yes.
You can't be doing other shit.
No. And it really brought me, I had 2 realizations. One, these Buffalo locals, they live for that shit. I mean, you could see it in their eyes. They have hope and they love it. And it's not just like, let's go to a game. It's like, we got to win. We need this.
Right.
And that I don't have at all. And when you're sitting in that traffic and you're like, what am I doing here? This is such a waste of a day and a night. So many hours are going by. And you realize, hey, this is what it's like. Like, this is the common folk. Like, you're back, baby.
This is the life.
And I needed it. I needed a little of that.
You need a little Squishing the puss.
A little reality check, you know? You get these lounges and these upgrades and these sold-out shows. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, welcome to traffic, welcome to cancel flights, welcome to hell.
Yeah, you need some VIP tickets to a big sporting event to really level you off.
Well, in the snow, mind you. I don't think a lot of people would have taken that spot.
You
But
need some nice $900 tickets for free to really...
and I want to thank Bert. Thank you, Bert, for
By the way,
hooking
Bert.
it up. Great guy, great tickets. Just, I'm not built for that snow. I'm a Louisianan.
Yeah, no, it's tough. But yeah, a big event like that, if you're not really into it, a December game, go in September. It's like 60 degrees. You have a nice ball game and take it
Exactly.
in. But
Exactly. So, yeah, got home and just treat to be home. We watched White Lotus and really soaked it in. And then
what the fuck is White Lotus? I
It's
never
good.
heard of it, and all of a sudden, it's just like a White Lotus bomb went off in my life.
it's a great show, and it's rare that the country comes together on liking one thing. And it seems like everybody's digging it.
Is it sex? Is there nudity?
A lot of
Any-
tits.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, and
maybe
dick,
I'll dabble.
by the way. There's
I
some
like
dick in
dicks.
there,
I
yeah.
love dicks.
Some good dicks.
Sporting goods.
Steve Zahn's balls are in it.
Steve Zahn's in it?
Oh, yeah.
I love Zahn.
The beauty of the show is it's a little soap opera-y, but it has great debates where people of different classes fight, and you kind of agree with both sides. It's fun. You got to watch it. It's,
All
it's
right.
social commentary. It's timely. It's relevant, and it's well done. It's a whodunit.
Tits, Dick, and Zahn. You got me.
There you go, TDZ. So
I think that's a region in Laos. The
Tick Dick's
TDC.
on. Tick Dick's on. All right, but yeah, so yeah, good to be home. Good to see you guys. You know, when you're in that snow just trudging along through wet grass, you're like, I got it good. Like, I would just kill for like an airport. It's a bad sign when you're dying to get to an airport.
Hearth and home. Hearth? I don't know what hearth is.
Hearth.
I think
Bruce Hearth?
Hearth and home.
Hearth and home. What the fuck is hearth?
Hearth Vader.
It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Bret Hearth.
I think it's like warmth and love.
Yeah.
Like a.
Tom Petty and the Hearthbreakers.
Yeah.
It has to do with the fireplace, I think.
That's
okay.
right.
That's nice.
That makes sense.
All right, I had a hearth attack. But,
Don't joke about that.
oh, sorry.
BP. Oil spill.
But yeah, good to be home, good to be back, and happy Hall.
I
Wow.
wanted to pitch you a quick thing.
Merry Christmas. On air?
Tuesday's merch idea for next Christmas. Jizz the Season t-shirt.
Hey, I like that.
Hey.
Great. Next Christmas.
Love
All
it.
right.
Christmas.
Love it.
I like that. We should sell them in February. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sell them while you're here. Jizz,
Show jizz. You know, anything with is.
show jizness.
Yes, there you go.
Where we're doing the, what's it called again?
Gramercy.
We're doing the
Are you
Gramercy.
really, is that confirmed or are we just joking?
No, it's not confirmed, but we're making it happen.
We got
Wheels
the
are in
agents
motion.
on it.
Yeah,
He
we're
does.
working on it.
Is that
March
going to be the
something.
live Tuesdays After Dark that we promised on the Patreon?
I don't even know what that is, but sure.
The 6,000 goal, remember? You want
Oh,
to do
yeah.
Tuesdays After
Yeah,
Dark?
it's going to be at the Gramercy.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever it is, it'll be at the Gramercy.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Gramercy.
It's gonna be a hot one, and we'll get some guests in there. We'll have some tricks and some shit up our sleeves.
We're talking.
Yes.
But
At the Palladium.
anyways, I couldn't. I almost hyperextended my knee.
Easy hyper.
But the tickets are on sale for the Wilbur Theater, April 15th, Patriots Day weekend. I'm coming home, and I'm not wearing pants, so come to that. If people don't sell tickets, I have to kill myself.
You got that right.
So buy the tickets. There's a pre-sale, but it's already passed, so fuck off. March 2nd. Don't shoot your special on March 2nd in Chicago. I'm at Park West that night. Do it the 3rd.
There you go.
Or the 4th or the 5th.
July
4th or the
3rd.
5th. Look at that. How about that? Oh, that's old now. January. Big, crazy January. Big, nutty Pistons.
Yes.
January
yes.
6th. You in town the 6th and the 7th of January?
I'm not.
All right, no big deal.
Why?
I'm doing the PS 109 show again. Friday night, January 6th. PS 109, Cantor and I. That's going to be a great show. Cleveland Hilarities, January 13th through the 14th. Austin, Cap City, the 19th through the 21st. Mohegan Sun, the 26th through the 28th. Key West, boy, this is 6 weeks in a row on the road.
Woo! Join the club.
Mohegan Sun, Key West, February 3rd and 4th. Denver Comedy Works, February 9th through the 11th. Lafayette, the 17th. Houston, the 18th. Park West, March 2nd. Columbus Funny Bone, March 3rd and 4th. I'm going to be burnt out. So please, come on out. The Chipotle gift cards are appreciated. The Starbucks gift cards are really appreciated.
Oh, very nice.
Join the Patreon. It's a fun time to be a gay. So spread the word and tell the fans about the specials, the YouTube. It only spreads if you guys tell people.
Hear,
tell them
hear.
about the podcast. Tell them about the YouTube specials.
It's a fun age. Yeah, that Home Alone's going to really rock your tits. All right, I'm going to be in Nashville. We got a lot of shows booked, so come on out. Blue Note in Hawaii. Those tickets are selling horribly. Miami Improv. I'm back to the clubs, folks, because I got to work on a new hour. Spokane Comedy Club. Skyline Comedy Club. All kinds of wacky ones. Oxnard. That's outside of L.A.,
Nice.
And then Chicago, come to the taping. It'll be in early March.
The second?
Not the 2nd,
Whew.
maybe like the 11th.
Oh, okay.
Dayton Funny Bone. I mean, I'm back, baby. I'm going back to basics.
Back to the basics.
And yeah, get on it. Get a bottle of Bodega Cat. Check out our specials. Subscribe on YouTube and tell a friend and praise Allah.
See you at the Gramercy.
Still being sound.